This is Bev Brown, Director of Customer Success for IHT. This video will demonstrate how to create a new measure. After logging into your IHT system, click on the orange box that says Assessments. After arriving into the assessment page, go to the tab that says Measures. Then we're going to go to the green box again and go New Measure. There's 4 areas that we need to think about. The first one is label, and we want this as broad as possible, and we want it to be broad enough that we're going to use it as a measure multiple times throughout the school year. When we create our reports, we'll get real narrow with the title, but for a measure, we want it to be broad. So I'm going to write inclusion. The next line is frequency. How often do you think you will be measuring this label? Then the next area is unit. If we hit the arrow down, what's really unique and great about this software tool is there's multiple ways that we can assess our students. Sometimes we want to do it in a count. Sometimes we want to do a decimal, such as a GPA. Sometimes we will want pounds, foot, inches, miles, meters, temperature. Then sometimes we'll want a yes or no format. And duration. Sometimes we'll want different timed events, such as the mile or the pacer. For this example, we're going to use count. Tags. Tags are extremely important, and this is how you're going to bring up the different types of measures that already exist. And you will use your tag over and over in multiple situations. After you have those 4 areas completed, you're going to hit Save Measure. After you have created your new measure, you need to go in and edit. So right away, you're going to use that new tag. So I had tagged it as part of the holistic rubrics measures. Now I can click on inclusion here or the edit button. After I have brought up the measure that I just created, I can change the label if I choose to. I can add in standard 1 inclusion. If I want to add some standards to it, maybe a standard 1. Also inclusion many times. I use that as a team sport. Then we need to include the age level and what that measurement's going to be. So right here, if I'm starting at a middle school level, I'd come in and maybe change this to age 10. The custom, whatever you guys are using as a district for your labels, you can label that here. For this example, I'm just going to put in a 1, 2, 3, and a 4, depending on what you're going to do as a district. Then the count that I will be using, I will input there, and now that's all I have to do for the females, and then I'm going to duplicate that down through the age range of the students that I'm responsible for or that this rubric's going to represent. Then I need to go in and do the same thing for the males. Go in and change the age so that it matches the females. Go in and put in the count that will be used during this, and then I hit my duplicate rows. The reason this is important is now you're going to be able to track from year to year, and you're going to be able to track for the entire semester. So if you're wanting to set up your measurements so that you're tracking your data over from year to year, this is how you would do that.